Mena Lopez. Rapinoe in midfield. Diagonal for Lavelle. Excellent ball. Itema stays onside. Balser as well. It's Rose Lavelle against DiBernardo! What a tying goal from Rose Lavelle! From the top of the box, she beats Nair. It's fallen to Prince. Daly to her left. Well-weighted pass. Daly is in. Rachel Daly in her 100th appearance. Daly has tied it up. It's Latsko for OL Reign. Latsko deflected cross. The header from Huerta off the bar. It is saved by Nair. She turns away Rapinoe. Settled by Martinez. Second chance. And he scores! Redemption from Martinez. It's 2-0 Dynamo. Over the top, Ua in behind. Ua for Philadelphia, waits for support. Michael Ua, top of the box. Bedoya settles it. Bedoya peeking with a shoulder, and there's an opening goal. It's him again. Danielle Gazdag, his 11th of the year, in Philadelphia in front. For Maria Sanchez. Bending ball for Daly. Look at that delivery from Sanchez, and it's a diving header for Rachel Daly. Here is Rapinoe. Will go her own way. Saved by Nair, and then she swipes it aside. Here comes Caroline against the high line. Caroline against a backpedaling AD French. Caroline for Davinia! Unselfish for Caroline. Atuesta. Back for Blackman. Low delivery. It's off the crossbar. Rossi heads it home. LAFC are in front. Here's Labonta. She is in, and it's saved by Sheridan. Labonta's found a nice pocket. Wide here for Kaiser. Kaiser crossing. May settling. And it's cleared by Ursik. Labonta's tied it up. Special moment here. Crystal Dunn makes her return to the NWSL. Her last appearance last October. Gave birth to her son Marcel Jean, born May 20th. Dunn elicits a big smile from Sophia Smith as she returns to the field. Bedoya central. Edge of the box. Carranza makes it 5 for Philadelphia. Again up the right side. The Argentine with the turn and a simple finish. And the Union have 5. Lola Bonta. Another save from Sheridan. She's done it again. Back-to-back penalty saves. And she's now the all-time leader in the NWSL. That's 8 career penalty saves for Kaitlyn Sheridan. Break the pressure. Balser with Van der Yacht. Lavelle, clever touch around Morse. Lavelle somehow keeps it alive. It's Rose Lavelle for OL Reign. Saved by Nair. Wide here, it's Doniak with 3 runners in the box. Doniak crossing. Ali pulls a goal back for San Diego. Hill's in behind. Stevens making a run central. Rachel Hill for Chicago. It's under Tolas Joyce and off the post. One back by Stevens. Second chance for Hill. Blocked. Hyatt comes over. Still alive for Chicago, and they have an equalizer. In first half stoppage time. Against the run of play. Chicago is level. Here's Nagasato. Was there a handball? Penalty is given. Nagasato with the outside of her right. A hopeful shot hit the hand of Sam Hyatt. Underway from Seattle, OL Reign in blue, Chicago Red Stars in white. Chicago won the first matchup, June 4th in Chicago, a goal from Mal Pugh, who will likely come off the bench tonight. Mallory Pugh, a busy week for the U.S. national team. Played 90 minutes on Tuesday against Nigeria, 64 minutes on Saturday, so she comes off the bench tonight. And several U.S. national team players in the starting lineup for OL Reign, including Alana Cook, who's on the ball here. Teammates just days ago with the national team, rivals tonight in Seattle. It's Chicago and OL Reign. Sofia Huerta started both matches against Nigeria alongside Alana Cook. And here's Balser. Well, Joe Ludden, what are you watching for early on in this one?
I think Chicago's pressing has led to a lot of success for them this year. So I think the Reign are going to go a bit more direct in the beginning of this game, try to bypass that press, look into their forward line, and see if they can create some numerical advantages, 3 versus 3, with some speedy front runners, putting pressure on the young back line of Chicago Red Stars.
Here's Cook. Vanderyacht kept it in play. Now Sam Hyatt. Arpino back in midfield. It's Huitema. Huitema back after long travel from Australia with Canada. And it's Nagasato to win it for Chicago Red Stars. It was a very interesting game, June 4th in Chicago, the 1-0 win. Laura Harvey was honest. She said it was one of our worst offensive games of the season. A lot of just individual performances that didn't live up to the standard. And on that day, special player made one play in Mallory Pugh. That was the difference just 2 minutes after halftime. Lavelle heading wide to Balser. She's dispossessed. And already, Jill, this game has a playoff feel to it, and intensity with the challenges we've seen in midfields.
Yeah, I think the Reign are going to need to starve DiBernardo and Colaprico of the ball.
Good cross from Apino over the head of Lavelle, too far from Huitema.
So we can see the work rate of Rose Lavelle, Bethany Balser, Huitema trying to get into position to deny service into Colaprico and DiBernardo to be able to dictate tempo. But this is Lou Barnes getting forward out of that back, creating a 2 versus 1 with Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe gets her head up, cuts it inside, looking for the run of Huitema, just slightly off the mark.
Now it's Alyssa Nair. Started the first of 2 games for the U.S. national team against Nigeria last Saturday. It's interesting, we asked Laura Harvey about Huitema and Balser and their roles, and she said, well, last time out, the game in Orlando, it was Balser who started central, Huitema wide. They switched in the second half, and maybe the strengths of Huitema make her the more natural choice as the number 9, but I think we know they're very interchangeable.
Yeah, and I like Balser as an inverted winger.
Hill, her pass just a bit too heavy, but a good push there from Chicago. Too heavy for Ella Stevens.
Yeah, I like Balser out wide, being able to come inside and look for those services from Rapinoe, who are so dangerous. She can bend it, she can whip it, she can clip it, and with the aerial threat of someone like Balser, that poses a big threat for the back line of the Red Stars. Red Stars looking to exploit the space in behind with Ella Stevens.
It's played all the way back to Alyssa Nair. We've talked with Chris Petrucelli this year. One of a constant refrain is that our attack needs more diversity beyond Mallory Pugh. He said it before they played Angel City. She missed it with a knee injury. They lost 1-0. She is off the bench tonight, so the onus is on the other attacking players, as that is a shaky back pass by Nair. Balser nearly got there, and Chicago will try and build after that. But it's again a game tonight without Mallory Pugh from the start. Pressure is on Chicago. He said it's not just the goals or the assists, but it's breaking the pressure. It's moments like we just saw, getting Chicago out of dangerous positions.
And I think a big responsibility is going to fall on Yuki Nagasato to get into good, clever spaces, link the lines, see if she can be threatening with her final pass and her vision to switch the point of attack, and also Rachel Hill and Jill Aguilera to get forward and put more pressure on the back line to see if they can find space behind the outside backs of the UL Reign, who are just so aggressive in the attack.
It's been a proud moment for Chicago, that revolving back group. They've dealt with injuries this year. The back 3 or 4 has changed several times, but the defensive record has been outstanding for Chicago. Here's Colaprico. Good challenge Well timed from Nikki Stanton, who makes her second start of the season tonight. She's in for Jess Fishlock. DiBernardo. Stanton with another win. Now it's Lavelle with space. Bursting away from Colaprico, it's Rose Lavelle behind Rapinoe. Heitema nearby. Lavelle makes the run. Here's Jordan Heitema. Rapinoe bending it. Intended for Balser from a very tough angle.
Rose Lavelle just oozing class and ability with her touch to get ahead of Colaprico, and then Rapinoe looking to combine with Heitema, gets her head up and uses her left foot to whip this one across. Just too much pace. Would have done better just clipping it up. Bethany Balser with tons of space on that back post.
Well-timed step from Lauren Barnes. She wins it from Rachel Hill. We've seen the press early on from OL Reign. Here's Rose Lavelle for Balser, who stayed on side. First time cross, spilled by Nair, but she recovers so well in front of Heitema.
And this is what's going to test the back three of Chicago, those runs from the forwards inside the box when they're facing their own goal, and they've got to multitask. They have to watch the ball. They also have to make sure they watch those runs so that they can get their body in position to make those clearances and win it ahead of the attackers.
We asked Chris Petrucelli about the high press this year. He said, it's kind of simple. We have a young back line, a group that doesn't have a ton of experience. So we'd rather force the confrontation higher up the field, defend further up the field than relying on the back three or back four.
Yeah, well, the problem is they haven't been able to progress the ball that high to, even if they lose it, to try to regain it. OL Reign doing a good job of putting pressure on really quickly and advancing the ball forward as their first priority.
That's excellent. Balser into the channel for Rose Lavelle. Heitema central. Rapinoe at the back post. Lavelle over the end line. Clever dribbling from Lavelle, but just ran out of room.
And it's Balser playing in Lavelle into the space that Balser vacates. And Lavelle tries a shifty little start-stop, switch of the hip, swivel of the hips, just loses control. She dribbles out of bounds, but it's the counter movement between Lavelle and Balser that creates that space.
Direct here from Chicago. Cook slides central. Stanton just before Nagasato. Now it's Barnes. Excellent pressure from Hill. That's the new Chicago Red Stars here in 2022. Pressing high up the field. It's fallen to Nagasato. Vanessa DiBernardo. Wide for Rachel Hill. 4 in the box for Hill. Hill. Back to her feet. Crossing, and it's beyond Aguilera. Balser. Wide here for Sofia Huerta. Long diagonal for Rapinoe. Kowalski had good patience there, just stepping in front of Rapinoe. Now Balser with the switch. Rapinoe against Kowalski. Megan Rapinoe clips it. Clearance from Aguilera. Heitema squeezed off there. You know, Chicago staff asking their team to hold the ball.
Yeah, that's the strength of playing a 3-6-1 is you have so many passing options to the ball carrier in midfield especially. They short little passes to be able to progress the ball forward. They've just been a little sloppy and careless.
Heitema to Lavelle. Sofia Huerta crossing. Rapinoe heads it central just past the far post. Nair stayed home. Rapinoe kept it alive. OL Reign comes close again.
And it's been chance after chance for the Reign so far. They are really feeling it. Heitema plays a little combination with Rose Lavelle out to Huerta, who just bombs on forward from that outside back position, and it's a lofted clip ball into the back post run of Megan Rapinoe, and she has her hands in her head, but I think that is a tight finish, even if she can get that on frame.